What's good, everybody? It's Mohammed, and today, guys, I'm coming to you with a brand new video, and I'm sure you guys can see on my screen right now we got some brand new news announced, as well as some other cards announced yesterday that I will be kind of covering, and it'll be like a summary. But of course, before we start the video, guys, like, comment, and subscribe. Check all the links down below, yada yada yada. I'm gonna go live on my Twitch very soon. Check that out as well. And of course, let's start off with the video. So Maliss looks like they got two new monsters. So we got Maliss P March Hare, it looks like, and we also got Maliss in the mirror. So the effects are kind of hard to read here, so I pulled up on Yugituber organization, and also shout out to Yu-Gi-Oh News TCG. So follow them on Twitter, and then go ahead and check out Yu-Gi-Oh organization as well. But of course, guys, we will be getting into the effects. So the first effect is going to be of the monster, it looks like. So it's going to be Maliss March Hare. So it's a level 3 dark cyberse monster, 600 attack, 300 defense. I mean, it doesn't really matter as long as you can banish it with Lizardos, and it being a cyberse, yada yada yada. Cool. You're going to use the first and third effect once per turn. During the main phase, if this card is in your hand, quick effect, you can banish one other Maliss card from your hand or graveyard, and if you just special this card, oh my god, wow, this is crazy. This is literally what Maliss needed. Oh my god. So they have a quick effect, either a Galaxy Soldier or a Bestial, and it's a quick effect banish, meaning that if your opponent could standby phase Lancea you or draw phase Lancea you, and you have March Hare in your hand, you can go chain March Hare effect to banish from hand to special summon out. Does it banish its cost in your hand? Banish one of the mouse monster. Yeah, so it'll activate. So it activates, you banish a card. So chain link 1 Lancea, chain link 2 Hare, banish, summon out, and then Lancea will resolve, and then the card banish will activate, and if it's White Rabbit, you get even more infinite value. So that's pretty nasty, I'm not gonna lie. Your opponent cannot target mouse link monster, discard points you with card effects. That is also a very good effect, because right now I think we have no battle damage, can't be destroyed by card effects, as well as what's the last one, like the attacks are reversed or something like that. But they're all pretty good effects, but I think the targeting one is going to be very, very important. Sometimes I'll summon my Maliss monsters to kind of zones it points to, and I'm like, okay, like, it's cool, but I wish they couldn't target them at least. But and then the third fact is, if this card is banished, pay 300 life points, check one of your banished mouse monsters and add it to your hand. So that's interesting, right? So it doesn't summon itself, so it seems like you will still need to play Dodge Scraper post Alliance Insight, just because like this card doesn't summon itself. But the benefit is like you banish a card to add to your hand, and this is kind of the extender that the deck was missing. So I think you even just play 3 of this card, right? Because you want to open it in your hand no matter what. Cheesy Cat probably goes down to 2 or 1, one even, honestly, maybe 2, and then Dotscaper as well. So wow, this is a really good main deck monster. And then moving on to the spell card, we got Maliss in the mirror, and then this is a quick play spell card. Okay, you can only use the first tank effect once per turn, of course. Target one face up monster your opponent controls, banish one Maliss monster from your hand or field, or face up field, and if you do, negate the targeted monster's effects until the end of the turn. Okay, so I think this is good. I don't know how good it is, the first effect at least, because like it's better when you go second. Maybe you play like 1 of this, maybe 2 of this. If this card becomes banished, you can target one Maliss card in your graveyard, banish it, and if you do, add one Maliss card of the same type spell trap from your deck to your hand. Wow. So okay, wow, so this is really good. So the second effect is actually what makes the card a lot better, because you can now field spell. So you can now, if you open field spell, which is like really bad, if you open field spell now, you can use field spell instead to banish the spell card. Spell card can go ahead, and if this card becomes banished, try one mouse card in your graveyard, banish it. So spell card becomes banished to banish it again. So yeah, okay, I was confused, sorry. So you go field spell, banish the spell card effect, banish a monster, and now because you banish a monster, you can go ahead and add this card into your hand, March Hare, which is going to be the best extender in the deck now, especially like main deck next to the Bestials. But like even this just being a name makes it a lot better. So yeah, I think that like out of 10, these cards are like 10 out of 10s, right? Like am I tripping? Like if I'm tripping, just let me know. But I feel like these cards are like a 10 out of 10. This is crazy. Like, and the artwork's pretty nice. I guess this is like the OCG mat that they were giving us with like the sleeve. So I was wondering, but I mean, these cards are very, very nice kind of for the deck. But moving on, we also have a translation update. So this is kind of something that a lot of people were talking about, where Primate Dragon Ether Beryl was a lot better in TCG than OCG, because it has officially issued a statement changing from during the standby phase to during your opponent's standby phase, or during your standby phase. The main reason is like Ether Beryl would constantly be coming back, so you could constantly be using it's like Primate Load Reload, or the other quick play spell that like gave you a disruption, so you could always be getting it as opposed to just during your standby phase. So Yu-Gi-Oh organization again did it, so a single word matters. Primate Ether Beryl Dragon was physically printed as during the standby phase. If you have a normal monster in your field or graveyard, add this card, but now the database has corrected to during your standby phase. If you have a normal monster, blah blah, add this card to your hand. This card is to be played based on the database's text, not the text on your physical card, meaning I'm pretty sure they printed the card, and the card is printed as during the standby phase, but you have to rule it as during your standby phase. It's very similar to Ultra Guys Hexia, where like initially we got a mistranslation and then they reworded it back to what it is, but on the text it actually didn't have the updated text. So I think that Beryl Dragon is probably the same. It's a little weird that like they would print like a mistranslated card, quote unquote, but to each your own, right? But I think that this is really big, especially because like people were participating, what people were anticipating. I don't know, what English is not going well for me right now, but I think they were anticipating this deck to be very good, and Beryl Dragon being during the semi phase was like even more cracked than the deck needed it to be. So I guess changing it changed something. I'm not too sure. Like if you guys want to see an updated friggin' Blue Eyes list or tier list, just let me know, but I'm pretty sure it's everywhere, you guys can see it. But moving on to kind of some of the final cards that were announced, I believe yesterday, it's more Ryu-Ge cards, meaning that like I guess Ryu-Ge will get more support because this is like DBCB, and Ryu-Ge and Maliss already got support, so I guess Ryu-Ge gets more support. I hope not, I'm not gonna lie, because Ryu-Ge was already broken, but these are going to be the Ryu-Ge cards. So it looks like we have one which is going to be Tensei Ryu-Ge Anva, I guess, and then the other card is going to be Ryu-Ge Ruin. Ryu-Ge, whatever, and you guys can see the artwork. It's pretty nice artwork, I'm not gonna lie. They're like the dragons or whatever, but this card's going to be Realized Reincarnation Ryu-Ge, level 10 Dark Dragon, 3000 attack, 2100 defense, 2021. Can the Blue Eyes Melody search this? I think so. A Pendulum. You're going to use the second effect of this card once return. You cannot pen summon except Ryu-Ge monsters. Cool, it's like Zephyrath, where like it's locked, can't be negated as well. When your opponent's card or effect resolves that was activated in response to the activation of your Ryu-Ge spell card, negate that effect, then destroy this card. So it's pretty good because it gives you the protection on like the really good, it's like a ritual spell, the quick play spell. So it's really good in that regard. And then the monster effect is you're going to use once, okay, whatever. You contribute one Ryu-Ge monster from your hand or field, special summon this card from your hand. Cool. Makes sense. Not being a quick effect is but I mean, it makes sense. If you guys special summon, target one card in the field, destroy it. See, that's what I'm saying. If it wasn't a quick effect, why would you give it this effect? So it's pretty good. I mean, at the end of the day, that's because like it works off of like the other cards. And it's a level 10 as well. Cool. If this card is destroyed, you can place one Ryu-Ge continuous spell trap card from your deck, graveyard, or banishment face up on your field. So that makes sense. So you can scale it, activate your spells. If they try to activate and resolve, you negate and then pop it, and then when it's popped, it summons itself out to special summon, to target a card on the field and destroy it. And then if this card is destroyed, place one Ryu-Ge, so then it goes ahead and floats. So that's pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sure how much you would play of it, but it's a dragon now. So I think before they had dinosaur, sea serpent, and worm, so now they have a dragon. Pretty good. It seems like this is going to be like a splashable engine in the future, or that's what they're aiming for. And then the other card is going to be Ryu-Ge Ruin, Ryu-Ge Apocalypse, whatever you guys want to call it. Continuous trap. Your opponent cannot target Ryu-Ge monsters you control card effects. Again, I think targeting protection is like a very underrated effect, especially because like there are cards like Detonator that target. So like if you have cards that can't be targeted, it's pretty nice. If you have a Ryu-Ge Pendulum monster on your field or face up extra deck, shuffle two Ryu-Ge monsters from your hand, blah blah whatever, target one monster on the field and destroy it. So it's kind of like a Mithrilium, except it pops instead of shuffles. Pretty good. If this card is destroyed, you can set one non-continuous trap, blah blah whatever. Cool. So it cycles itself, and then the trap card is going to be like the new Chuchi, Crystron Collapse, whatever you guys want to call it. So it's pretty good in that regard. Overall, I feel like the Maliss cards are the main standout cards of today, or even of Alliance Insight, next to like the Access Code Talker. This makes Maliss all the more better in this set. Ether Beryl, I think, is going to be the biggest impact one here, just because like it's not during every standby phase now, it's only during your standby phase. It's pretty serious. And then the Ryu-Ge cards, like, bro, Ryu-Ge's not doing shit now. Like, what's it gonna do later on, right? About time Giratina showed up, exactly, right? So that's it for the video, guys. If you guys like these kind of videos and like these quick summary videos, let me know. I can do more of these, guys, if you guys like. Again, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys want to see next. And of course, my name is something like I would say, keep on shining, never gonna dreams. Peace.